Thank you. Well, how do I do that? How do I show that on the graph? Ian, how do I show lowering the tax?
Lowering the tax?
Yeah. Isn't that what it asks you to do? Lower the per unit excise tax?
Yes.
So what do I do?
You would shift the supply curve down.
So this way?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, when I do that, does it change what the producer gets? No, they're still getting the same $5, right? The tax now is, the tax went from $5 to $3, but the consumer's paying it all. So what's going to happen to produce a surplus? Nothing. Stays the same. Here it is. Below the price of 5 and above the supply side.
Well, if it needs to be above the supply curve, why wouldn't it be above the supply tax bracket?
I know, it's above the old supply. Yes, sir.
So like, we're taking 8 exams, and like in C, it just says what like increase the shit. It doesn't say like explain, we can just pick one.
Yeah, so if you have no idea, right? So 1 out of 3. Okay. So it stayed the same. So we had increase, stay the same, right? Any questions on that? Both were hard. I want to start getting the drills harder, getting us to think more. No questions? Everyone's good? All right. Redo tomorrow, room 230. Where is that? I have no idea. It's some of it. Is that in George Young?
Yeah, I think it's
2:30. I'll be there as fast as I can. I teach period 8. All right, I'll try to get there as early as I can. How many people are thinking about doing the research? I want to know how many tests tonight. Not judging. All right. I'll be here tomorrow at 7:45. If you want to go over, I'll go over every question in this thing in first test if you want to do that. All right. Right, here's the reading, chapter 13, 255 to 268. Again, it's like I'm talking to myself, but if you're not doing well as you want, I read every night. Okay? I look at my notes every night, and therefore, before a quiz or a test, I don't have to just cram everything in. I could feel a little more at ease. All right, here we go. What's the competition? Right. We're rolling. All right, yeah, you thought I was going to get a blunder and forget the prayer. Good luck. Good try, Dan. Good try. All right. Let's remember. Yeah, God, thank you for beautiful weather. It was a little chilly. It was good football weather. Thank you for the effort of the guys for the end. I'm going to really focus today and tomorrow and enjoy a great weekend. St. John the Baptist will sell. Live Jesus in our hearts. All right. Here we go. Shifters of demand. T. T. Yes. T. Push up for you. Take some breath of time. N. E. O. Great. All right. T. Okay, good job. All right. Someone tell me how to calculate total revenue. Price times 1. All right. Expenditures and total revenue are the same, equal. Expenditures is how many dollars the consumer spends. total revenue, it's so for every dollar the consumer spending, they make tomorrow on the reason, I'll give this away. They're going to talk about like 8 receipts, that's total revenue, right? It's like, you know, I'm in charge of the 49 of game receipts. So if 2 people come to the game, it's like $20, that's total revenue. All right. Per unit, are you asking questions?
Are they the same?
No, the expenditure is what you spend. So for every dollar you spend, yeah, I take it. So they equal. Right. Per unit, what happens under subsidy? What shifts? Which way? Come on, come on. Wake up, guys. Subsidy. Supply shifts right. Come on. Ian, it's like these are Paul. All right, here we go. Inputs and outputs. All right. Turn a profit. You must sell something. So today, what we're going to talk about the outputs. We're going to use pizza, something I'm pretty familiar with. All right. What are the inputs? Resources used to make outputs. What are the resources? What are the inputs for pizza? For making a pizza. Inputs for making a pizza.
Cheese, tomato sauce, and dough.
Cheese, tomato sauce, and dough. Any others? They're all 3 good.
People to make it.
People. Cows. Yeah, cheese, milk. Nice. Yeah.
Make pizza ovens.
All right, pizza ovens. All good. All right. Resources are sometimes called factors. All right. Now, total physical product, that's just quantity. All right. That's just quantity. It's another name for quantity. The marginal product is the additional output for an additional worker. Now, you're going to write this down. We're also going to use it later in class and tomorrow, so be able to refer to it. The input we usually talk about is workers. And the average product is units of labor. Okay. We good? Okay. All right. Fixed resources are resources that don't change no matter how much you produce. What are the fixed resources in the pizza business? I'm running a pizza store. Give me a fixed resource.
Land.
Right. The store, the rent. Yeah. Rent. What else? Fixed resource. All right. The wage of the owner is probably fixed. That doesn't. Demand will change, right? Depending on price of things.
Well, like, I mean, there's always demand.
Yeah, but it's how much. Okay. You see, fixed resources is something that doesn't change with quantity. Like rent doesn't, like he said, the boss's salary doesn't. So those are kind of fixed. The ovens don't. You got the oven there no matter what. All right. Little trivia. What's the most pizzas I sold in an hour? 1 hour. What do you think? Some up? Huh?
100.
You're close. Someone else?
105.
You got closer. You got closer. We'll get two more guesses.
113.
Yeah, you got closer.
26.
Okay, 270.
You opened your own pizza shop.
I had my own pizza shop.
Oh.
All right, variable resources. They change with quantity produced. Examples of variable resources in the pizza business would be what? What's going to change with quantity being produced?
The amount of cheese.
The amount of cheese. What else? Come on, this isn't hard. Yeah, tomato sauce. What else? Workers. All those are variable costs. Did you need this one? All right. I gotta make 50 pizzas in an hour. I gotta make 50 pizzas in an hour. I'm by myself. Am I gonna be more productive when another person comes in? A third person. How about when the ninth person comes in? Maybe you're shaking your head no, why not?
They could get in their way. It's the marginal cost.
Okay. After a while, workers get in the way. All right, so here, so we got the law of diminishing marginal returns. A little like the law of diminishing marginal utility, but this is about productivity, not satisfaction. So variable resources, workers, are added to a fixed resource like ovens. The additional output from each additional worker will eventually fall. I'll let you copy that up and then I'll give you an example. When we were making 270 pizzas in an hour, what do you think? The ovens backed up. What do I mean? We were standing there with pizzas ready to go in the ovens, but we didn't have space. So the ovens is the fixed resource. So if I'm just sitting there holding pizzas, am I really being productive? No. So that's where the law of diminishing marginal returns takes place, where like we outman our fixed resource. All right. Now, that's too many cooks. By the way, don't spin a pizza. It makes the middle thin, and you put the toppings on, they fall off in the box. Not a good idea. All right. Yes, sir.
So for fixed and variable resources, shouldn't like technically everything be variable because as quantity increases at some point, you're gonna have to get more like pizza ovens. There's a lot of people coming in, you're gonna probably have to get more ovens.
Yeah, that might be, but a lot of times, but like rent is definitely fixed.
Okay.
My salary. Like here, I get paid the same if I teach one of you or 50 of you. I get paid nothing either way. All right, graphing production. So I'll give you a second to put this graph down. Aaron, room 104 tomorrow. Just remind me.
Okay.
Okay. because I didn't put this in your notes, but graph it down, and we'll go through the law of diminishing marginal productivity. But there's 3 stages. What are the stages? Wait. How you doing, Zach? Could you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Hey, some people say I don't talk loud enough. All right. All right. The first stage. So when we do 270 miles an hour, what do I got? I have my fastest person who gets slapped out. They're just slapping out the pieces, right? They're putting them down. Someone's sourcing them. Then I got the fastest guy to cheese and put the items on. Specialization. All right. So at the beginning, marginal productivity increases and total productivity increase due to specialization. Right? You can be fast if all you're working on is one thing, just becoming the fastest source. Right. If you're curious, Alice, which I know you are, the fastest person could slap and source 20 pieces in under 2 minutes. That's pretty fast. Right? So here you got marginal productivity up, specialization. All right, and there you've got total productivity. Now, you got stage 2. All right, you got the ovens backing up. So your marginal productivity is going down, but your total is still going up. They're not as productive per person as they used to be, but they're still positively productive. This is tricky, like when they test you or quiz you, because they'll say that the marginal productivity is going down, total productivity can still be going up. So, gotta be careful on this. All right, is this about laziness? No, it's just about the stinking ovens. And we probably needed a 5th oven. Thinking only one bottom. Okay. Then the third is negative. All right. Now I'm below the axis, and now my total product is going down. All right. Why? Now there's a lot of the ovens are jammed. There's a lot of people standing around. They're getting in each other's way. Nothing good's happening. Okay. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to back up and go through them again. So you got your first stage, increasing marginal productivity, total product increasing, specialization. The best sourcer, the best cheeser, all they're doing is thinking about sourcing cheeses. Second stage, you got MP falling, big ovens are backing up, my fixed resources are overtaxed, not getting the most out of each worker. And then the third, we're just getting in each other's way, big group work. We're then chit-chatting. People weren't chit-chatting when we did 270 pieces, but it's negative. We ready to do some thinking again? Colin, did you get some thinking or are you too tired? Okay. Alex always wants to think about this. What is marginal product? What value is marginal product when total product is at its highest? I need 6 hands. What value is marginal product when total product is at its highest? Pat, lead the way. Jimmy's there. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. I need 1 more hand. We got 6. All right, let's go, Aaron. It's negative. Negative. Jimmy G.
It's like at 0, the point before it goes from positive to negative.
It's at 0. Okay. And just because when it goes negative, total product should go down, right? Okay. Good job, though. Try.
So in math terms, like the marginal product, the average product is the derivative of the total product.
Yeah.
Okay.
That should be it. That should be it.
So marginal product is at 0, total product is at its highest.
And it's highest. Right? Because say marginal product is here, as you add like 1 more, total goes up. Okay. All right. All right, Zach. Could you tell me what the marginal product for the first worker will be?
It would just be 10.
10, right? It's the change, you're right. It's the change in productivity, right? Which is 10 minus 0 of the change in input. So, okay. Matt, I want the marginal product for the second one. 15. Change in product, 25 minus 10 is 15. Change in inputs, 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. We're good on that? Any questions? Okay, I want you to go over your free response. Oh, no, your free response.
I got this one.
Yeah, I got the key. Pretty good. All right, so the government passes an excise tax on the production of cigarettes. In this market, the demand curve is relatively inelastic. Supply curve is relatively elastic. I don't think. I don't know. All right, draw a supply and demand curve for the market for cigarettes. All right, you drew a supply and demand curve. You label the axis PQ, PQE. You got a point. Okay. On the same graph, show the effect of the tax equilibrium on price and quantity. You shifted supply left with PT, QT. You got a point. I got time for this. I got a graph to just show you. All right. Here's where I think some of you lost your point. I'm almost sure all of you got supply shift left. There's PQ. One person forgot the PQ. All right. Now, shade in consumer and producer tax. This, above the price, below this tax, that's what the consumers are going to pay. And this is what the producers are going to pay. Okay? If you draw the tax revenue box, Above the original equilibrium will be what the consumers pay, and below it will be what the producers pay. And so you got a point for each of those. That got us to 4, right? Then you had it drawing a price floor. So you got a point for drawing the floor and having S be labeled. You had a label TF, right? As long as it was above the equilibrium, you got a point. You got a point for labeling the surplus. Some of you put numbers in, some of you just went surplus. Either way, got you a point. Here, we had trouble. Explain what happens in this market to price and quantity if the price floor is removed. The price floor is removed, my price is going to go down, right, from here to here. And my quantity is going to increase because I used to sell this, and now I sell this. Any questions on the previous slide? Alex. Which line are you talking? D3. All right, you said it would go back to the price list. Did you say what would happen to price and quantity?
Just that it would return to
You got it. You got it. Because you got to be able to say that quantity went up. Any other questions? Okay. Like I said, I think I gave you 4.5 points, which would come out to like 31 or something. Yeah. All right. Any questions about anything we did today? All right, we will finish up course tomorrow. Put your little things in the box and have an awesome day. What do you have? Yeah.
and I got it.
Rose, what's up? That's what's up.
Yeah. What's everyone doing?
Wow.
Full of energy?
All of that.
You want to end this? Stop sharing?
Oh, yeah, you could. Could you shut that down?
Yes.
You got to shut it off.